Hi. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on YouTube. Tubes, valves. Tubes are amazing things when you look at them, and I have a big antique tube here, but you've got this thing in the center, and this cathode that you charge, and it sends the electricity actually through the air. And that's kind of one of the most amazing things about tubes, is that it actually loses, you don't have cable, you get into a vacuum tube and you're sending electrons and they jump inside the area of the tube. So all tubes have this cathode that goes straight down the middle, that's the top of the cathode there, and it actually jumps. And the more you play, the more you hit your strings, the more you excite the electrons, and they will crowd and actually distort. So that's kind of the coolest thing about tubes. You get a pickup on your guitar, and your string is going thup, 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 thup. But what's amazing is, with that, the right pickup through the right tube amp, you can at one listen tell if it's a mahogany body, or a ash body, or a maple body. You can also tell the age of the wood, the characteristic of the wood. There's so much delicacy that's taken from the string breaking the magnetic field through your cord to the little tubes, out to the big tubes that create all this wonderful even order harmonics. Now, what's the point of this? I have in some really cool collection of amplifiers. Fender has made the Tweed Deluxe forever. They made the Deluxe amp back in 1948, is the first year of the Deluxe amplifier, and they still make a Deluxe amplifier today. Now, we have a Deluxe amp here, a Princeton amp here, a Deluxe reverb back there. These are all early hand-wired, point-to-point wired amplifiers. And the nice thing too about these old amps is that they're made of pine. So as the speaker works, the pine is actually working with it. It's lightweight, so you can lift Fender amps up. There are new manufacturers that do that. People like Magnatone, car amplifiers, they make pine cabinets, so save you weight. If you think about it, plywood is mostly glue, and if you lift up a bucket of glue, it's quite heavy. Pine is a much softer, having solid pine is much lighter weight than any sort of plywood cabinetry. So when the speaker is working back and forth, the pine cabinet also resonates all the way around. Your drummer can hear better. So we have some great tube amps, and one is this Princeton amplifier is a white knob Princeton. Generationally, they went from tweed amplifiers to brown amplifiers to black amplifiers with white knobs to black amplifiers with black knobs. Now, each generation they went from one to the other to the other. They were looking for more distortion-free performance. If you look at the old Fender catalogs, they would say another step forward in distortion-free performance. Getting into some of these earlier ones, in particular, this Princeton with white knobs, this is the same amp that Mike Campbell used with Tom Petty. Not this particular amp, but he used a white knob Princeton non-reverb amplifier. So we see a growing concern for non-reverb amplifiers. This Deluxe amplifier is just a fantastic amp, 25 watts, 25 pounds. It's light enough to throw into the front seat of your car. It has 2 channels. It does not have reverb, but there's lots of reverb pedals out there. So there's a growing concern for people that want these non-reverb Fender amplifiers, whether they be tweed, brown, or blackface. These non-reverb amplifiers, the reverb adds weight, and the reverb adds another thing for the signal path to go through. You may need reverb, or you may decide that you get a better sound and you have a lighter weight with non-reverb amps. We have this 65 Princeton amplifier, non-reverb but a lovely tremolo. That amplifier, 10-inch speaker, solid pine cabinet. This is $1,500. Really, you couldn't make this amplifier with point-to-point wiring for that kind of money. Not printed circuit board, but point-to-point wiring. It'll carry the current better, it gives you a better sound, it is more reliable for those of you that are making a living playing guitar. And we also have this Princeton amplifier down here with the white knobs, which is my pick of the day. And this amplifier just has a fabulous sound. Rich, warm, and a tremolo that is just fantastic. Can you hear that? Wump, 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 wump. Now I'm going to turn this up and say goodbye, but I just wanted to point out some of the cool amps that we got here. This Princeton amplifier is $17.95. We have a Blackface Deluxe Reverb, and I don't know the price because it's way over there. We've got this at $14.95, and I just took in this pre-CBS Fender Electric Deluxe. It says Fender Electric on it. It is pre-CBS. It is solid as a rock. We put it through the shop. Jensen speaker, all original transformers. This is $2,900. And trust me, this is a fantastic amplifier, as well as these two other Princetons too. So on that, I'm going to say goodbye, and come on in.